Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dungeons 2, A Game of Winter, my minions. Alright. Just checking if there's any research I want to do. Might as well get the ghost buffs. And let's buff everything. I mean, what else am I gonna do with all this stuff? Alright, so more production over there. Let's make my laboratory more efficient before I forget again. I mean, it may not even be necessary. Depends a little bit on how quick they will do research. Fairly quickly. And finally, one of the gold mines has been depleted. Alright, next one. Well, you're certainly going on a wild goose chase. The general says hi. It's a nice bit of defense if you need it, but overall not all that necessary. Alright, let's improve the laboratory.
Payday.
You're doing nothing, that's no good. If you're doing nothing, you've got time to dig out some more stuff for me. Alright, any chance I could buff anything else important? Not really. Yeah, this healing is certainly very unsatisfying, but you know, they're undead. You can't get rid of them that easily. Especially not with Kabouter and Cadavra with here to keep everyone coming back as soon as possible. Yeah, we can store a lot of pots, so if I just leave my skeletons to work for a bit, this should be resolved quite quickly. Might as well put in the last bit of research. I think I've got everything covered then. Did I have to put a door in there? Yes, not. But yeah, stockpile of stuff. Alright, we got some more incoming. It's not all that dangerous. It's just one more consecrated area here and here. And then we just need to kill this thing. Shouldn't be too difficult. Now that the whole place is surrounded by lava. Doesn't seem like a very safe place to build a fortress, but I think this used to be water before I got here. What are you so mad about? You're furious, yearning for a final resting place. Well then go rest, you silly bugger.
In your dungeon.
Yeah, please stand in the poison. Right, so my defenses seem plenty. What are you doing? So who died? Bless, which I think, yeah, just one of my my little frights. Not all that frightening. And not all that necessary. Alright, are we done here with this? Yes, looks like we've got everything researched. Well then, I think there's only one thing left to do. Everybody march! No one gets spared. Let's move on to here. And little Bless is just gonna hang around because there's nothing to do, because I can't store any more mana. And I'm not gonna bother bringing her along because she just shouldn't have died. I didn't tell her to attack those arcane golems, so I am not responsible for her death. Well, her second undeath, I guess. Whatever.
It's payday.
I'm sure it is.
Completed. The tomb desecrated. Instead of a magical aura, all that surrounded Meltysand now was the tag of fear. Evil had her by her shoulders, and it was time to give that pesky priestess a truly hair-raising experience.
Look, can we just please stop talking about curly hair, alright? Now let's get him!
Fear not, my friends. We cannot allow the undead to pass. Defend the altar at my side, and your deeds will be sung throughout the kingdom. Through the fire god's power shall you be revived.
Oh, I forgot about that altar again. The clever evil wasted no time in destroying the altar.
Forward, undead! Follow me! For the corrupting evil!
The corrupting evil's undead army had almost reached Meltysand when the cowardly fire priestess pulled back, preferring to send more of her minions into the fray instead. There we go.
Forward, men! Destroy these undead! I'll be right behind you! I just need to sort something out first.
Yeah, sure. Right behind you. Just need to sort something out. Typical cowardly living creature. And now, you die, fire woman.
Traitor! You may have won this battle, but the war is not over yet. I will build a new, even bigger altar and send you and your vile master back to your graves.
I will not let that happen. After
Yes, easier said than done. This bridge has collapsed and was unfortunately the only way deeper into the south. The unable to swim Eagle troops would have to make a detour before they could resume the chase. Their path would lead to the east, into a region also belonging to the Alliance. That being the case, they would just spread their chaos and destruction there first.
Yay!
Chasing Meltysand proved difficult, for she had destroyed the path behind her. The corrupting evil therefore turned eastward. There, in the frozen fields of Elsa, a part of the Alliance had built new King's Ending. The city would not last long.
Alright, right. Don't push the puns too far. Yeah. I mean, don't let it go, really. I mean, I know you had to make that joke because of all the cold theming, but still. Well.
The frozen fields of Elsa lay before the corrupting evil. These would have to be crossed to follow Meltysand. Yet the Alliance watched the area as much an obstacle as the cold itself. But the cold had gotten worse of late, as if to say, winter is coming. Slowly it began to look as if the area had been cursed by a prickly ice princess. In reality, it was the presence of ice-cold evil. A group of fanatical Meltysand followers, the Brotherhood Without Hammers, also came to the fields of Elsa intent on setting up shop. The corrupting evil would put their plans on ice.
Yeah, right, so they're gonna start sending out work crews to build up defenses that if I don't stop, they will eventually attack my dungeon. But you know, why not?
The first of the Brotherhood's followers had arrived in the fields of Elsa and built their main camp. Shortly thereafter, they sent a construction team to build an outpost. That would, of course, be nothing less than a suicide mission. It says here, quote, the workers built a spawner, unquote. Spawner? What's that supposed to be? Oh, a house. Why doesn't it say house, then? What a load of horse shit. The Brotherhood's workers enthusiastically began to build a cozy wooden house for their fighting comrades.
Alright, let's start thinking about the layout I want to go for.
They built a few impressively large catapults that made a distinctly unpleasant impression, but that would not stop the mindless army.
Well, it won't stop me, but it will at least slow me down. Catapults are no joke, especially not with level 1 troops.
The quickly erected watchtowers. Wonderful. The tidying up evil would have a great time with the creative dismantling of these facilities.
almost as much as I will.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And then a little space at the top. Alright. Let's start getting in some frights and some bloodsuckers. Alright, let's claim all the gold and hope there's no dragons hidden about that I don't want to deal with. Let's see, I've got all the buildings unlocked that I will need, so that's good. Now, I don't know exactly if there are other spawn points, because I just don't remember. For now, they will all be coming through the same gateway, which is fine. Just have to plan out accordingly. Alright, since we are just dealing with level 2s, let's see. One, two, right, that should be big enough. Let's just focus on that first. Now, I still need more evil, I think. Yeah, in order to level up, but luckily I start with some. It doesn't tell me how to gain more evil, but I'm presuming that's probably not going to be too much of a problem. Alright, let's get a few more workers. Speed things up a bit. And let's just hit the laugh button just to keep things interesting. Ooh, we've already researched all the basic stuff. Oh, we're already at level 2. Good, good, good. I misread that button, but it's a button that migrates, so I really should have noticed that. Level 1, level 2. But for now we can't get to level 3 yet, because there's no evil on this map, by the looks of it. Pity that isn't researched. Alright, first off, Alchemy Lab. There, that should be enough to get us started. Let's keep digging for that easy gold.
It's payday.
So it is. Right, so we just need more mana. Well, we get that eventually. Right, so I'm thinking probably the... well, then again, this is quite small. I can expand into here. What's it called? The laboratory over here, so I can get my ghouls to work. Because the sooner I can upgrade to the next level troops, the safer I will feel. Anything I need to research right now? These need to be researched by the looks of it, so that would be nice. Let's get the bigger piles of gold so that my creatures will be a little bit more inclined to actually, you know, focus on their task. Let's expand this place a bit. Let's see. Don't have to do it too much, but I do want enough room for pots.
Have entered the dungeon.
Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's not gonna work for me. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can backfill this
the throne room.
in a moment. I'm laying out a building plan here. You know, at least my skeletons now start off with their bows, so that's good. Alright, well, we're well on the way to getting a secure defense up, and maybe next time we'll actually be able to attack the enemy, but we'll see about that next time. Thank you for watching.